Delhi government suffered a huge setback and a setback for the Aam Aadmi Party after the Supreme Court has cleared the centre's proposal to extend by 6 months the tenure of Chief Secretary Naresh Kumar, who was supposed to retire in 24 hours. He was supposed to retire on the 30th. Now, the Delhi government had opposed this extension on grounds that the ordinance that gives the ruling BJP control of bureaucrats posted to the national capital is still being challenged, and that the centre could not make appointments, particularly to senior posts, without consultation. So this is the issue that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Delhi government took to the Supreme Court. However, finally, the bench led by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud has ruled the 6-month extension could not be viewed as a violation of any law. Well, let's go across to NDTV's Arvind for more on this story. And Arvind, now this has gone back and forth, and this has been a contentious issue, this control of senior bureaucrats. But now in this particular case, a big setback to the Delhi government.
Yeah, Gargi, Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi moved Supreme Court with a request, with a direction to centre to also involve the state government in appointing the next Chief Secretary in the National Capital Territory NCT government in Delhi. And that's where, when the matter was taken up for hearing, Supreme Court asked centre government to give a list of names to Delhi government so that Delhi government can choose one from that particular list as the next Chief Secretary of Delhi. So when the matter was taken up for hearing yesterday, Centre told the Supreme Court that they are planning to give an extension to incumbent Chief Secretary Naresh Kumar for 6 more months. And that's why Centre made this proposal or the submission to the Supreme Court, saying that they are not going with a fresh appointment. In this particular case, they are planning to give an extension to the incumbent Chief Secretary, which is Naresh Kumar. And Delhi government took objection to that, saying that there cannot be an extension that can be given to Naresh Kumar. And also, when there are so many other senior officers in the list, the state government should also be kept in the loop in appointing the next Chief Secretary as it's done across the country. So today, when the matter was taken up for hearing yesterday, Supreme Court had asked Centre to provide the Supreme Court with the rule based on which Centre is planning to give an extension to the Chief Secretary. When the matter was taken up for hearing today, Centre convinced the Supreme Court that as per the new act, the Delhi Services Ordinance, which has been replaced by the bill, by the act, according to the central government, that Section 45D makes it very clear that the services in the National Capital Region comes directly under the central government, and MHA being the administrative authority when it comes to AGMUT cadre. And that's where Centre told the Supreme Court that because Centre is the appointing authority for the Chief Secretary in Delhi, that's why Centre also has the power to give an extension to the appointed Chief Secretary. So that was the submission of Centre. And also Delhi government also told the Supreme Court that in the last 30 years, since National Capital Territory government was instituted, in the last 30 years, there have never been any extension that has been granted to the Chief Secretary. And that's why Delhi government said that in all the cases, a new person has been appointed as a Chief Secretary, and there cannot be any extension that can be given to Naresh Kumar. But countering that particular argument of Delhi government, Centre told the Supreme Court that in the last 10 years alone, almost 57 Chief Secretaries across the country have been given extension by various state governments. In this particular case, because when it comes to appointing authority for any of the officers, it is the centre which has to be construed as the state government, and centre has the power in appointing all these officers because all these officers come under the AGMUT cadre. And that's why, because like state which is appointing authority, when the state appoints someone as a Chief Secretary, state also has the power to give an extension. But in this particular case, because the act makes it very clear that centre is the appointing authority for the Chief Secretary, that's why centre also has the power to give an extension to the Chief Secretary. And that's why Centre convinced the Supreme Court that Naresh Kumar can be given an extension for 6 months. So Supreme Court accepting the argument of Centre, Supreme Court has said that the intention or the plan of the central government by giving an extension of 6 months to Naresh Kumar cannot be construed as violative of law, because the act as on date gives such a power for the centre, because centre is the appointing authority when it comes to Chief Secretary in the National Capital Region. But the overall merit of this particular act, based on which centre is trying to give an extension to this particular Chief Secretary, is still under challenge in a completely different petition. And that's why Supreme Court said that particular Section 45D will be settled in the matter that has been challenged by Delhi government. But when it comes to central government's plan to give an extension to Naresh Kumar, Supreme Court has said that is not violative of law.